So good morning, everybody, and welcome to this HelloSign webinar, Why Your Business Needs e-signatures Now More Than Ever. So my name's Owen Williams, and I'm the Business Development Manager here at Pew, and I'm joined today by Kate and Ross from Dropbox. So we have a fantastic relationship with Dropbox and HelloSign, and this has definitely got stronger over the past few months due to the increase in inquiries and demand for the e-signature solution. So not only the e-signatures not only bring speed up your business processes, but can decrease face-to-face interaction, which I'm sure is a high priority for everybody at the moment. So today, Kate is going to go through the benefits of e-signatures and HelloSign, and then she's going to do a demo just to show how simple but effective it is as a tool. Right, I'm going to bring Kate in now.
Thank you very much, Owen.
Please, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. So, why does your business need e-signature now more than ever? So, as Owen already mentioned, I think one of the reasons is quite obvious to most of us. We're in the middle of a pandemic at the moment, so a lot of us are working from home, or have been at least for some of the time. So the days where you can just walk over to someone's desk and hand them a document and pen and paper, they're far gone. And also, even without COVID-19, we live in a world where globalization is not a new term anymore. So we're collaborating with people in different offices in different countries on a daily basis, and that can be colleagues or clients that are spread across the globe, and with whom you need to sign agreements with. And your business is absolutely built on agreements. So just think about your daily life and how many documents you have to sign on a daily basis. Think about sales contracts, employment docs, NDAs, facility leases, and so many more. And the same goes for educational institutes as well. There's so many documents that need to be signed on a daily basis. It can be admissions, permission slips, student loan documents, procurements, and so on. And today, a lot of those documents have to be signed by pen and paper. And as you can imagine, there's a couple of drawbacks. Like, for example, the time it takes to physically send documents from one signer to another. And with that in mind, we at Dropbox believe that agreements and the transactions around them, they have to be digital. And in most businesses, a lot of the workflows, a lot of the processes that are in place to this day, they have been digitalized already. A lot of the processes have been moved online. We're using several cloud applications on a daily basis. And yet, signing signatures by pen and paper is the most common way to sign to this day. It is the pen and paper is the biggest competitor to any e-signature solution that is on the market at the moment. But not only the increased speed of signature processes speak for introducing an e-signature solution in your business, you also get a faster time to revenue because you've no more postal mail, just a couple of clicks. You have an increased conversion rate due to the ease of use of the signature tool. You have a stronger defensibility with an activity lock that will stand in court, which I will show to you on the live demo in a minute. You have reduced costs because you've no more stamps, you've no more expensive couriers, no more envelopes you need to pay. Everything now works digital, and you have a set cost each month that you can calculate beforehand. You have a higher quality in preparing the documents, and especially for HR processes, you have an increased speed of hiring with a high acceptance for the digital processes. And all of this can be achieved with HelloSign by Dropbox. With HelloSign, you can easily build document workflows for any kind of processes. It's so simple to use that really everybody can do it, and I will show you in a minute how easy it really is to use. And I just want to emphasize on that when we do deployments with our customers, we usually spend no more than a couple of hours to set them up and get them up and running. So that is how easy that tool is to use and how intuitively you can adapt it yourself in a very short amount of time. And all of that can be achieved with a really attractive and reliable pricing model that is based on users and not on transactions. So with HelloSign, instead of paying for every envelope that you send out, you pay for a user license and you have an unlimited amount of signature requests that you can send out each month. So meet HelloSign. I'll show you in a minute how you can create a document workflow with HelloSign directly from the web. And then I will send that signature request over to my colleague Ross, who's going to show you how easily you can sign that document right from your mobile, from wherever you are in that moment. And before we do that, I'd just like to mention another important fact. HelloSign was developed as an API-first product. So that means every functionality that you're about to see is also available via the API. So basically, we're providing you the HelloSign engine, and you can integrate that and embed that to any solution that you are using today in your environment. And that is possible through the API. So any integration that has not yet been developed out of the box can be built by yourself through the API. And also you can do full white labeling. So if you want to remove any kind of HelloSign branding, and I'm speaking styles, fonts, colors, if you want to replace that with your own company style, colors, fonts, you can do that through the HelloSign API. And signature requests will be sent out from an email that is based on your company domain. So you can really remove any kind of HelloSign branding and replace that with your own company branding. Now, I'd like to now show you live how a signature workflow looks through HelloSign, how this is from the requester's perspective and how it looks from the recipient's perspective. And what I'm going to use for this is a document, a student accommodation agreement. So just a small personal story in that when I started college, I was living in Germany at the time and I studied in Dublin in Ireland. So I applied for a student accommodation and there was a room available for me, and then the university asked me if I can come over personally to sign that lease agreement. And flying over to Ireland just for that signature seemed a bit unreasonable at the time. So I asked if they can send it over via post. And it took 4 days for me to get that letter, to print it and sign it and sent it back. And it took another 5 days to arrive at the university. So it took a full 9 days for that signature process to be completed. And as you can imagine, there's risks involved the longer that process takes, because if one of the participants does not sign in the end, if I had found another room, then the university would have had a lot less time to actually fill that room. So the longer the process takes, the more risk is involved for both parties. And if there had been an e-signature solution in place, that process would have been completed with only a few clicks and only in 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm going to show you how that can be done now. So if you log on to the HelloSign application, this is the login page that you're going to see. So you can log in with your credentials, or you can sign in with Google or sign in with Dropbox. I'm going to sign in with Dropbox in this scenario. And then the first question that you are being asked is, who needs to sign the document? Is it just me? Is it me and others? Or is it just others? So in this case, I'm acting as a representative for the university, and Ross is going to be acting as the student who needs to sign the agreement. So I'm going to select me and others as I want to sign the document and then send it over to Ross. So this is the next page that you're going to be led to, and naturally the first thing you need to decide is to select the document that you want to get signed. So you can add the file from your file system, you can drag and drop it, or you can upload it straight from your document storage solution. So I'm going to select the document from my Dropbox instance. This is being uploaded here now, and then I need to decide who needs to sign the document. So as I selected me and others, my name is already pre-populated in here. And as a second person, I want Ross Cosgrave to sign this document. So I enter both email addresses in here. I can add further signees if necessary. For this use case now, it's only the two of us that need to sign the document. And then I have two further checkboxes that I can enable. So first is enable signer reassignment. So that means sometimes in some scenarios, the recipient might want to delegate the task of signing to their assistant. And if I'm okay with that, I can allow that signer reassignment. In this case, I want Ross to sign himself, so I'm not going to check this box. And then I can assign a signer order as well. So for this scenario, I want Ross to sign the document first, so I can switch the order here around. Ross is going to sign first, and then I'm going to sign the document. And now we want to prepare the doc for signing. So as you can see the full document here displayed, and I want the signatures to be placed at the bottom of the document. So on the left here, I have fields that I can select, and I want to add the signature fields to this document. So I need two signatures, so I'm going to add two signatures in here. And then I also want to see the date when the document has been signed, so I add two date fields in here as well. So now I have two date fields and two signature fields. I want the field on the left to be the signature that I'm going to place in here, and the field on the right to be assigned to Ross. So I select the field, and I can see here on the top right that this is currently assigned to Ross Cosgrave. So I can change this and assign the signature field to myself. And I'm going to do the same with the date field, as I want the date displayed here when I signed the document. And then this date field is assigned to Ross, and this signature field is assigned to Ross as well. So the date field, you don't actually have to enter any value. You can decide on the formatting, and then the date is automatically being populated when the person has signed the document, and you will see that in a minute as well. So I've added the signature fields, I've added the date fields, and this document is now ready to be sent out for signature. So I hit continue, and then you can see the button has changed today. The doc is prepared for signing, and now I will give this document, or this signature request, a title, and I can add a message here for Ross to give it a personal touch. So, hi Ross, please sign this document to book you student accommodation, and then this can be sent out for signature. Now, before I hand over to Ross so that he can show you how he can sign this document straight from his mobile, I want to show you where you can follow the process of all the signature requests that you have sent out. So here is a document section on the left, and if you click in here, you can see all the documents that have been sent out for signature and their current status. So you have a list of the available status for these documents, and as you can see here, this is the document that I sent out for Ross, and the status is out for signature. So now I will hand over to Ross, where he can show you how he can sign this document straight from his mobile.
Thanks, Kate. So I'm going to share my screen now, and you should see my mobile device appear here. Kate, can you see my mobile device?
Not yet. No.
Okay, one moment. There we go.
Yeah, perfect.
So when you receive your documents, the handy thing with HelloSign is no matter what device you're on, you can sign the document.
Okay, so I think Ross dropped off here. There might be a bad internet connection. So what I'm going to do instead is,
Sorry, I'm back again. Apologies for that. My Wi-Fi just cut out. The joys of working from home. Let's try that again. So I'm just going to bring up my window here. And you should be able to see the mobile device again in the center of the screen. So as I was saying, you're able to access your email on your mobile device. We can see the message has come in from Kate. From here, I can just click review and sign the document. And the nice thing about HelloSign as well is it'll bring you to your relevant fields that need to be signed by you. So I hit the blue button, get started. It brings me to the signing space that I need to fill in. I already have a few signatures that I've used before, but if I wanted to, I could even just draw my own signature in place here. But for this use case, I'll just click on one that I've already created previously, hit continue, and I agree to the terms and conditions, and that is now sent back to Kate. So that's as simple as that for a student that needs to respond to a request. So I'll pass you back to Kate now, and she can show you then how this is tracked within HelloSign itself.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ross. So as we just saw here, Ross can just within 2 or 3 minutes and within 2 clicks can sign this document and send it back to me. So I'm still in my document section and I'm going to refresh and I can see the status has changed here. So now this is awaiting my signature. So I can click into this document. I click get started and it will bring me straight to my signature field. I add the signature in here. I can see Ross's signature already in here, pre-populated with the date when he signed the document. I click continue. I agree for this document to be legally binding. And then this signature request is completed. So now if I go back into my documents section, I will now see that this status has changed to completed, and then I can review that document. I can have another look at it to see the signatures and also the audit trail. So I click in here, I can see the full document. I scroll to the bottom, I can see both signatures in place here, and I see an audit trail. So this is really important. The audit trail is automatically attached to any signature request that you send out. It cannot be edited by either one of these parties, and the document gets a unique ID, dates and a status, and you can see a full document history of when the signature was sent out, who was it sent to, by whom was it sent, when was it viewed by who, and when was it signed, and when has it been completed. And this is what makes this document legally binding, and this is what will stand in court as well, should it ever be necessary to provide as evidence. So what I just showed you here is how simply you can select any document, add it into your HelloSign application, add signature fields, assign it to people, send it out to whoever you need a signature from. Then how you can sign the document from anywhere you are. So Ross, as a student in this case, there's probably a high chance that he's out and about or in a train or anywhere, and he doesn't even have to go to his laptop and log in there. He can sign the document straight from his phone, and I have that signature within 2 minutes and can complete that document.